Hi guys, hope you're doing great. Looks like I can barely get that out. I apologize. My voice is a little bit, it's a bit light tonight. I think I'm a little bit under the weather, and I do feel my blood pressure is getting low. So, but I still love catching up with you guys. So, if you ever wondered what happens at the border when you cross by bus coming into the United States, either from Canada and maybe for some of you, Mexico. I have never taken the bus from Mexico to the United States, but I have taken the bus from Canada, Toronto to be specific, to the US very many times. So I do have an idea of what to expect and what goes on there. But for some of you who don't and you're curious, and if you're looking at this video and you're always wondering, or you always wondered what goes on, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. And before I even get into much of the video, I want to say that there are three things that you should always remember when crossing the border, and that is your attitude, telling the truth, and also being cooperative. These will get you very far, as far as into the United States, being accepted into the United States. That's how far it'll get you. Um, if you digress from these three things, then it's not going to end up well for you. You're going to be disappointed. You're probably going to get sent back, and you're not good. You're going to just waste a good trip. So, yeah, those are three important things to remember. Um, so yeah, I normally take the Megabus, or sometimes a Greyhound, or whatever coach from Canada is coming into the U.S. Um, it could be intimidating once you get to the border. You see these heavily armed guards. As a matter of fact, they're not guards; they're federal agents, and they're heavily armed and very serious looking. They are a no nonsense bunch, so you should be aware of that. Um, yeah. So let's get straight to what happened. So let's say you just arrived with your bus. What happens is that the driver tells you to wait in the bus. He locks the door, and he takes your luggage out. And when your luggage is outside, then the federal agents would come and bring their sniffer dogs, checking for drugs and stuff, illegal substances. Uh, this is random. They don't always do this. There were times when this was not done, so it could happen at any time. Nobody really knows. Um, yeah, and so after he puts your luggage out and they've checked it with their sniffer dog and stuff, then you are allowed to get out of the bus. But here's something I want you to remember before you leave the bus. Um, it doesn't matter if you're a Canadian citizen, if you're a foreigner, or just passing through, what have you. I really want you to remember to check your attitude. This is huge. There is zero tolerance for bad attitude at the border. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or right. Have a good attitude, okay? It's going to help you through your journey. It's going to make life a lot easier for you, for everyone in the bus, and also for the agents, because they're human beings too. So yeah, basically you get out the bus, you pick up your luggage, and you get into a line, and now you're in a secure area. So whether you realize it or not, you are being observed by these cameras. And it's my suspicion, I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but I think that they can also listen to your conversations and hear what you're saying. So this would not be a good time for you to, vent your anti-American feelings, or, see how, or get into any heated political discussion about the American government or anything like that, because these are things you probably could pick up, and it's probably not gonna, go too well for you. I say this with some caution, but still, I would still advise it. You need to watch your conversations when you're in that secure area. So, on to the most important part, and this is where things go downhill very, very quickly if you're not careful of how you conduct yourself, the way you speak, your tone of voice. This is where you're going to actually meet the agent, the federal agent. Um, for the most part, they're very, very nice guys and ladies. They do their job well. Like I say, they're very heavily trained to pick up people who are telling lies and, who have a really nasty attitude and who's going to be a troublemaker. So they're trained for these types of things. So they're basically going to take your passport, your ID, and then they're going to start to question you. Now, here's the thing you need to also remember: just stay calm, stay cool, be cooperative. And the thing they love, or they think something they really uh, make their job easier, is when they ask you questions that you answer. You give direct answers. Don't go rambling on about, you know things are not related to the question, or it's too long, and it's, they want answers, and they want straight answers, they want direct answers. um, it's annoying. It's not only annoying, but it could, make them suspicious as to why are you giving us this information, or so much information, and stuff like that. I have been living in North America for over 20 years, so I may not have as many questions as I may not have as many questions as someone who, is visiting for the first time, or like from one of those, uh, let's say, a country that is not in the greatest of relationship with the United States. They might have a lot more questions for you. The thing is to remember your attitude. Have a good attitude. Be respectful. I mean, after all, we are going into their country as a foreigner. We're going there to visit, and they want to know that, they have the right to know if these guys have a lot of power. So just because, you were granted a visa to visit the United States doesn't give you the right to automatically enter. You still have to pass through these federal agents, and they have the power to stop you dead in your tracks if they feel, you know, um, that things are not going well between you and them. So keep that in mind, okay? Have a good attitude. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Do not say things that will mislead them, because they will know, they will find out, and it will not end well for you. Be cooperative. I know I'm emphasizing this a lot, but it is important. Um, yeah, so, uh, there are a few standard questions that they would ask you. For example, like, which country are you a citizen of? Who are you going to visit? How long are you going to stay? Um, you know, do you have a return ticket? What do you do for a living, and stuff like that? These are questions that they would ask you. Are you bringing in any drugs and alcohol into the country, or an excessive amount of money? These are things they need to know, and they have the right. If they want to seize your phone or your laptop or whatever, they can do it. And I know this may seem very strange for some people who have never traveled, or are not accustomed to these type of questioning. It can make you upset, it can make you angry, but this is the United States of America, and this is just how they do things. So be prepared, guys, if you're visiting for the first time, or you have visited before, but you just, need to be reminded. Be cooperative, because they have the right to take away your rights. Yep, I said it. They can take away your right to travel. You can be locked up. Your stuff can be seized. They have the right to do it. Um, yeah, so answer their questions, and everything should be fine. What else? Yeah, so these are just things that happens at the border when you travel by bus. It could be, like I said in the beginning, it could be an intimidating thing, but if you stick to what I told you, it could be a lot easier. And then hopefully, after your question and everything is done, you might be pleasantly surprised that they're nice. They're nice to you. I'm not gonna say that they're not nice to you. They're just very serious, and sometimes actually they are a little bit more chatty, and which is great. But generally, they are on the more serious side. Um, so don't take it personal. That's their job. That's how they do things, and everything should be well after that. And yeah, once they're done with you, they're going to give you back your passport, your ID. And I think people coming in for the first time do pay maybe $5 or $6, but don't quote me on that. It may have changed, it may be more. But in terms of like, yeah, just how things are, how things are done, it should give you an idea of what to expect. Yeah, once they're done with you, they would just run your luggage through the scanner, and then um, you all go back into the bus and wait, and hopefully you'll be on your way to wherever, Buffalo, wherever. No, I think the next stop will be Buffalo. But yeah, so hope that gives you a sense of what it will be like on the bus if you do take the bus. And again, your attitude is important. Um, so happy journey whenever you may take your bus trip to the United States, and I hope everything goes well for you. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Did I say washing? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired tonight, and but I love doing YouTube videos, and it's great catching up again. And yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. And yeah, traveling to the US is fun. You get to see all the really cool places and stuff. But if your attitude is not good, you probably would be left at the border. Everybody will get back on the bus, and you'll be there still talking to them just because you didn't want to cooperate. I've seen it many, many times. Um, and that sucks, right? Because I mean, that's why you got on the bus anyway. You wanted to go there, you wanted to travel, and on vacation or whatever. Um, yeah, people, yeah, from other countries, you should prepare yourself for a little bit more probing. That may unnerve you, but be prepared for it if you ever do come by bus. Okay, guys. Have a great day. Happy journey whenever you take the bus. And I'll see you in my next video. Ciao. Bye.